Hey, Alex.
Hey, Andrew, do you know what this is?
What is this?
This is Brains on the Outside, a podcast about celebrating creativity through ridiculous business ideas.
That's right. Each Monday we pitch fun, fantastical, and weird businesses to make our ordinary lives more extraordinary.
We take our listeners' problems and imagine incredible new products and services that'll help them out of their pickle, and hopefully will make the world a better place at the same time.
That is right. So we make up businesses like, what if we use a black hole to store your stuff in, to go on holiday with?
Or what if we put a bunch of tubes inside your house that had food in them that you could just use instead of water?
That's right. And we're going to do even more of those this week. So I've been thinking about, well, it's actually, I had a conversation with your daughter recently about choosing a brownie badge for jobs, and she was asking me about my job. I'm not sure why I'm saying this, as you don't already know this. You were there. But it kind of got me thinking, it seemed really fun to have to go out and do brownie badges, like interview people with jobs. And there's ones about doing sports and camping and all this really exciting stuff. Wouldn't it be nice if that idea was transferred to grown-ups?
Man, it's kind of like real life achievements.
Yeah, exactly like that. So my idea, I think what we need to flesh out today, is what badges are in grown-up brownies.
Okay.
So I think there's like there's things like, you know, the work badge I think the brownies have, right? Mm-hmm. And that's so there's an obvious boring transfer over there, which is goes to your job.
Just a job.
Yeah. But I think we could have everything, you know? Yeah. Did you eat 5 fruit and vegetables today?
Oh, I mean,
you get a badge.
Yeah.
If you paid your bills on time, get a badge. Have you showered every day this week? Badge.
Ooh. I'm kind of in with this because I kind of really like achievements. So
yes.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah, and I guess some of those badges that you've got, like the cooking badge and stuff, they just take a level up.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe that's actually it. Maybe the brownies never ends. It's just like, this is actually like brownies badge 493. And now you're just learning how to make a souffle.
Man, yeah, souffle is difficult to make as well. So
that's why it's the 493rd cooking one.
Yeah, nice.
That's real expert level.
That's good. What about just like normal stuff like driving? What about instead of there being a driving license, a driving brownies badge?
We actually just like take away like all sort of tests you do, driving tests, eye tests,
licenses, anything like that. You want to drive a lorry, you just have to get the lorry brownie badge.
Would you be comfortable wearing like a sash for your badges on?
Yeah.
I feel that's how, like, if you were driving your car and you were wearing your brownies badge sash with your driving badge,
it's just good for the police, isn't it?
You're getting pulled over, yeah.
Yeah, they pull you over and you've got it right there. You don't have to get your license out anymore. It's just literally right. It's like stitched right onto you.
I think that's quite wholesome.
Yeah, it is.
So right in front of me, I have the brownies guidebook.
Okay.
And I thought I could read off some badges and we could convert them. We could upscale them into grown-ups versions.
Okay.
So there is 6 categories. I'll let you choose the first category. There's know myself, express myself, be well, skills for the future, take action, and have adventures. Can I just say as well, what a great life children have. This is their biggest stress. Someone judging them and how adventurous they could be.
I mean, I think I want to start with have adventures, please.
Right. Okay. The first have adventures badge is archaeology. Now, I think there's 2 levels here. There's like, get your archaeology degree as archaeology 1. And I think an Indiana Jones style adventure, taking you on that and bringing something back to a museum, that's archaeology 2. That's how I would do it.
I mean, yeah. Grown up archaeology 2 is Indiana Jones. Yeah, I mean I'm in for that.
Can archaeology 3 be take the thing out of the museum and give it back to its correct owners?
Holy shit, man. Yeah, archaeology 4 is actually get the Elgin marbles back. Yeah, give those fuckers back.
I'll hand you the book and you can choose the next one.
Space. Get starry-eyed at all things astronomic or galactic.
Can you tell us some things that a brownie has to do to get the space badge?
On a clear night, go on a stroll. Oh, sorry.
Is that it? Just go on a stroll?
Pretty much. On a clear night, go on a star stroll to look at the stars.
Wow.
The sun is the star at the center of our solar system. It's so big that over 1 million Earths could fit inside it.
Oh.
So where are you going with this space badge?
I mean, the obvious one is you have to go on a real, like, star walk. Like, in
What,
zero
like,
G in space. But that seems kind of more difficult. I
That's
mean,
like the far end, right?
that's going to be like space 200.
Yeah, I guess like it's just how close you get.
Oh,
How close you get to space is your level.
Okay, right.
Yeah, how far up you go.
So if you go on a really, really big like hike one day, you get like your hike badge and also a space badge.
Yeah, for how close you got to the like your top tier space badge is how high you went. Yeah.
Okay.
At the top of a tall building.
Get
a space badge.
Getting closer to space, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have another badge?
Oh man, camping. Tent detective. Get to know your tent. Practice putting it together. Ready for your next camping trip.
The difficulty here, right, is I don't know how to do these things. So this could almost, for me, be transferred word for word.
Yeah, I have no idea. But like tent detective, learn how to put your tent together. Learn how to build a shelter. Learn how to build a house.
You know that guy on YouTube who like builds these amazing structures with just his hands?
Yeah.
That is camping, max level Al camping. You've built some weird superstructure deep in the forest somewhere out of mud.
I feel that the camping, that like putting a tent together thing is just the very first step of becoming an architect.
Oh, camping
construction worker.
Expert camping level is you are now a construction worker / architect.
You just can build a whole house. That's how it works. That's career progression. How career progression works in our new world is everyone does brownies. Everyone starts at one point and you progress in your brownie badge for the job that you want.
That's actually wonderful. Like all of university is structured around handing out more and more complex brownie badges.
Yeah, that's it. It's about getting you through your next brownie badge to get you to that peak brownie point.
Really simplifying everything a lot, I think, this whole structure.
You can subscribe to this brownies situation, but there's also a rival school of Guinness World Records people.
Okay.
where they're not interested in just being able to do the thing. They want to do the most of the thing, or the best of the thing, or the fastest of the thing. That's all they care about is that. And that's like a rival educational qualification, vocational institute.
Yeah, this isn't like a children's activity. This is a serious vocational thing. Yeah, this is your future we're talking about.
Yeah, like you want a job in something, you have to be the best or the fastest or the strongest or the quickest at doing it. That's the thing that you have to do if you join the Guinness World Records thing.
That's interesting. Now there's one runner, there is one mathematician, there is one gardener in the Guinness University.
Well, I guess you can, like, there's multiple versions of that thing because you could have like, can garden the fastest, can mow the lawn the fastest, can like grows the biggest vegetables. Actually,
that's probably quite a wholesome, nice institute because really you could probably dice up any activity a million different ways and you are probably the best at something in some very subcategory of a subcategory of a subcategory.
Has eaten the most oranges. Yeah, has buttered the most bread. Yeah.
Can we get one final brownies badge? Can we go to a different section?
So we have, the section is take action.
Okay.
And the badge is influence.
Wow, okay. So for the law of ways a grown-up could do this, but what is influence for a 7-year-old child?
Oh, well, actually, this is really useful, Andrew. Getting your facts right is important to influence.
Wow.
Use facts to prove your points and influence your friends.
That's actually quite nice, yeah.
Everyone cares about something. Figure out what it is you care about. Get creative and influence others to care too.
Oh, that's so wholesome.
Man, I love the brownies.
When we write our university brownie prospectus, I want it written in this tone.
Yeah.
Of like, you're going to build a really nice house today. Open up AutoCAD.
Houses are really important for everybody.
Everyone needs a house. Influence, I guess, like, are we going to hand this out to influencers?
Well, yeah, or salespeople.
Yeah. Politicians, maybe.
Ooh, man, I love the idea of a politician walking around. They've got their big sash on. They've got all their influence badges on it instead of their rosette. And they've just got and you just instantly be able to tell what it was. In fact, there's so much about this which is good because you can just look at someone and see what they're wearing and what badges they've got. And you know what they like and what they want to do.
Is the Prime Minister of the country the person with the most brownies badges?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Why would that not be the case? I mean, yeah. Or if they just got the highest doing good badge.
That's nice that they have the doing good badge.
Yeah.
They have to have the charity work
Making
badge,
friends.
making friends badge.
Yeah, the charity work badge, the taking care of people badge. Yeah.
That's a really nice way to run a country, I think.
I feel so, yeah. Andrew, it's ad time.
Ad time. That's going to be very alienating for all listeners hearing us sing in their ear, but it's staying in the cut. We're not cutting it out.
No, I'm not removing that. What ad have we got today, Andrew?
Yeah, so we have an ad from Ticketmaster. They've sent us news of their new product.
I mean, that's a real, like, Ticketmaster's a real company.
Yeah, this is legit. This is actually a real ad. So our ad today is about a new tier of gig ticket. It is they're calling it dry run gigs. These are gigs that run immediately before the main gig, for the sole reason of teaching you all the lyrics. So maybe you're not the biggest fan of Harry Styles or
Snow Patrol.
So you go to this dry run Snow Patrol gig. You learn all the lyrics. They're all projected on the screen. They hand out little lyric books. And then when you go to the real gig later on that evening, you're like a super fan. You know all the words.
I think this is a really great service, actually, because like you've got the tiering there as well. So if you just want to know the words to the big songs, you can go 30 minutes before. But if you want to know, if you're a deep cut Snow Patrol fan, and you want to know all the words to all the songs, you can like go the 2 hours before and you get the whole gig.
That's exactly how they're doing it. Now, it's worth noting that these gigs, they're very clear about this. They're not meant for fun.
No.
If people like are having a good time, they're like, shh, this is an education environment.
Yeah. You don't want to be caught singing along in the pre-sing-along gig.
It's really cringy when someone does that. I think so they have little desks sat out there as well.
Yeah. People
People are taking notes, very, very studious. And that's dry run gigs.
Cool. What dry run gig are you going to go to?
Fucking froze. How is it so hard to think of any musician? You know, I want to learn more of those real deep cut Taylor Swift songs. I feel I've got all the major ones down.
Yeah.
But I want to get all the deep cuts and the little rap sections and stuff. From like Shake It Off. I want to get those nailed.
Nice. Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, fuck. So, Andrew, how can people get in touch with the show?
There's loads of ways to get in touch with the show. Our main way, the most popular right now, is our email address, which is brainsontheoutside@gmail.com. We have our Twitter, which is brainsoutside, and we have our Instagram, brainsontheoutside. What are we looking for, Alex?
We are looking for people to write in with problems that they've got that they want a new business product or service to solve.
Yes. We want all your problems, and we will try our best to solve them. So, Alex, what have you got for us in the second half of the show?
So, Andrew, we've actually had a reader letter.
Amazing.
Today.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm just going to read it out, and then we can talk about it. So, it says, Dear Alex and Andrew, I was listening to last week's Boto, episode 17, that would have been, and you mentioned being able to infect media with the ring in order to protect it. We did do that, yeah. I work for an international birdwatching society, and we have a considerable archive of photos, films, and tape recordings of birds and birdsong. How can we protect our archive from our competition? There are some incredibly adversarial twitchers out there in the world who would love to get their hands on our material. And that's from Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
And Barry.
It's I guess someone has to work at these international birdwatching facilities.
I guess so. Yeah. So just to recap, last week's episode we talked about the books, a new social media thing. The books is a series of actual books, and in order to prevent people from copying the books, they are infected with the ring. So if you take a copy of the books and then read a copy of the books, the bookity book, the ghostly girl from the ring comes out of your TV.
I mean, that is a really good copyright method, I think, personally.
I feel it is, yeah. But if you got a lot of different stuff, a lot of, archives, photos and stuff like that, physical archives and stuff, it's a bit more difficult, I guess, to infect everything with the ring.
It suggests me affect it with different things, different sort of viruses. One thing gets the ring, one thing gets ghost, the other thing gets like I don't know, it's covered in glue. I don't really know.
It's just really sticky.
Actually, that's the opposite of what you want.
Yeah,
that's totally the exact opposite of what you want.
Yeah, it's just you actually want it to be really, really slippery.
Really, really slippery.
So it's really difficult to get a hold of. Yeah.
I think it was a combination of really slippery and so I don't know, they have like 20 tapes of birds, but we just put like 4,000 other tapes in there. And we just drowned out the 20 tapes we want to steal with 4,000 just nonsense tapes, just copies of like Jumanji and The Matrix on VHS. Because I think so if you had those 20, you just took one, that's like annoying. But if you threw 4,000 other ones on top of that pile, you'd have no idea what to look for.
Oh, that's clever, man. That hiding the signal in some massive noise.
Yeah.
I like that. There's like just loads of recordings of just you and me going like, ah!
Us doing bird noises.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Hoot, hoot. Yeah, that's good. I was thinking along a similar line to the ring. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could just pick this archive up and put it in a haunted house.
Like a haunted house you'd find like at a theme park, or an actual house that is haunted?
An actual house that is haunted.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are we getting into this house then? How haunted is this house?
It's really, really haunted.
So are we just really brave?
It's like we've bought the Amityville house.
Right.
Yeah, no. Or the most haunted place in Britain. I happen to know the most haunted castle in the UK is in Northumberland. It's Chillingham Castle.
Oh, so that's pretty close. We can make this work. We can make this work. Yeah.
We pick up your archive. We just pack it into one of the most haunted rooms in there.
That is, I feel someone to steal that. They've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really scary.
Exactly.
We're going to have to hire some really, really brave men and women to go and do this for us.
Yeah.
I guess that's why this service is expensive.
Yeah.
Because like, there's a chance you go in there and then you end up haunted yourself.
Yeah.
For disturbing this sort of environment they're in.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous work. There is some risk associated with this as well, because like sometimes what's in the room is a poltergeist.
Oh, yeah.
And that, so yes, your stuff's protected, but also it's a mess.
It's going to be disgusting.
It's all over the place.
If you get like a Slimer situation, that's going to be pretty grim as well.
Yeah,
your tapes
you got to laminate everything you want to put in there.
Yeah. Slimer as a security service.
Yeah.
That's got a good ring to it.
It's pretty good. It's also really, if you do get in there, everything's really slippery, so you don't get
exactly, right? Like you're going to slide all over the place. You ain't getting out of there with your bird tapes. Us going in to get back, this seems like a one-way trip for these tapes and stuff. So we put them in there, somehow, Slimer, Casper, all the other ghosts.
I mean, you don't want Casper protecting anything, man. That's so bad.
Okay,
come on in. Oh, have some tapes. I'm the friendly ghost.
Maybe like. We can find another role for Casper, maybe then. Well, he's front of house.
Yeah,
so we were like, Thief's like, oh, this is like the friendly ghost house. It's going to be okay, and then Slimered.
Yeah, it's bad times. Yeah, another ghost that you don't kind of want protecting your stuff is the ghost from Ghost, Patrick Swayze. Unless it's Potts.
We are almost like, there's almost a separate service here that I don't know what it would do, where we get all the friendly ghosts to run like a shop or something. You have Ghost from Ghost, you have Casper.
Yeah.
That's a side thing. I'm not quite sure. They'd be very bad at protecting stuff.
I like the idea that they're all front of house.
Yeah.
And they're, maybe they are the ghosts that go in and help you get the stuff out when you need your things out.
Actually, that's what it is. They work for us, right?
Yeah.
So like when we need safe passage through the ethereal realm to get our stuff back, Casper and the Ghost from Ghost helps us out.
Yeah.
Because there's no way me and you are getting in and out of that house.
Yeah.
Without being severely attacked by these evil spirits from the other world.
But I've got to be honest, just the two of them is not enough for us to be able to go in and like get all the stuff, because we've got so many archives and stuff in there.
Yeah.
So we also have to hire a bunch of the bad guys from Scooby-Doo who are dressed up as ghosts and can pretend to be a ghost.
Pretend to be a ghost. You get them.
Yeah.
You get the Ghostbusters. You don't seem too keen on that. You can't let out aside the idea of busting ghosts.
Well,
I guess you don't want to antagonize them.
You don't want to. No, but then also, I was like, the Ghostbusters are probably the people who could steal the stuff out of our archives. So maybe us hiring them and having them in our employ is actually the best way to disarm them.
Yeah, I guess you don't want them roaming about.
No.
Like forming a rival company.
Yeah.
Like you want to steal from our ghost depot.
Yeah.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right?
What other ghosts are there?
Christmas Past.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good as well, because that's like psychological.
Yeah.
Like Slimer, he's a scary guy.
Yeah.
There's some other weird ghosts from Ghostbusters I don't think we need involved. but like that's going to scare you, frighten you. The Ghost of Christmas Past is going to rock you to your core. Like it's going to show you things that you don't really want to see, and you'll be mentally frightened.
Yeah, man.
This isn't like a safety deposit box. It's not just sitting there in a vacuum. We've kind of given it to the ghosts. Once they have it, I feel it's a little bit out of our hands.
We're just protecting it. That's it. That's the thing. We only protect it. You want it out. Well, that's your business. Yeah, that's you wanted it protected. We've protected it.
Maybe that's the business model. It is free. You can store anything here for as long as you want for free, but you want it out. Well, that's going to be really freaking hard. Actually, that's really freaking difficult, especially if it's something that ghosts kind of like.
I like this idea of one-way storage.
Yeah.
Go in, but it can't come out.
Yeah. Good luck, mate. Like, you show up, you give us like £10,000 to get it out, and we'll give you Casper, we'll give you the ghost from Ghost, and we're like, we'll tie a string onto you so we can pull you out. Like, just in case. And we're like, good luck, mate. Like, no one's made it back the last couple of weeks. Like, Slimer's pissed off right now.
You've got regrets about storing your will in there. Now you need to change it. Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on, hold tight. What if we bought the house from The Shining as our storage place?
Ooh, that's actually Jack Nicholson haunts it.
Yeah. Yeah. Two creepy
Having
girls.
it just have be the two creepy girls is pretty good. That's pretty creepy.
I feel like storing stuff in the Shining house is pretty. It's also pretty cool.
It's cool. You get extra value because you can advertise it as the Shining house. The difficulty is, and this is the problem with this one, is that it's really far away. It's in a mountain. It's typically very snowy there. It's hard to get in and out.
Yeah, but if you're a customer of a business and you go to that business and you're like, what do you do with my data? And they say, we store it in the Shining house in the middle, halfway up a mountain in the snow, so that no one can get it. So it's definitely secure.
I spend a lot of time working with databases and stuff like that, and I go through their security firewall settings, and I'll tell you something, Alex, they're really, really dull. If there was a button on the Microsoft website that was like, do you want to have like this firewall? Do you want these ports open? Actually, do you want us just to print everything out and store it in the hotel that Jack Nicholson stayed at, The Shining? I mean, I would go with that one every single time.
Why don't we just turn the whole hotel into a data center?
We just pack the whole thing through our hard drives.
Yeah, end-to-end computers. That's it. Yeah, you want your data processing in the Shining house?
Yeah.
It's the safest in the world.
I mean, you'd have to be really, really brave.
It's very cold.
Yeah.
Like, it worked. It's a great data center location.
It's cold. So that's actually a really businessy analytical point. Like, we're going to save a lot of money on electricity because of the cold it is outside.
Yeah.
And it's really, really freaking haunted. So I think we've nailed
cold
it
as well. Like, ghosts are really cold. Like, building data centers in haunted places, full stop. Like, that's energy efficient. It's safe. It's secure.
And generally, it just sounds pretty cool. If you were having like a cybersecurity review and they were like, "What's your firewall like?" And I was like, "Well,
it's a haunted house, mate.
It's a haunted house, mate. The dead protect my files." Like, what do you say to that? You're like, "Well, sure, good, well done."
Yeah,
I love this. I think we solved this guy's problem.
I think we've done it. Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
So, Alex, that was the show.
That was the show, Andrew.
It's going to be hard for me now to store data in ways that isn't using the ghost of Jack Nicholson, or Casper.
Yeah.
It's a shame to go back to the sport world.
I know that like Apple's all about this privacy and security stuff. Tim Cook, if you're listening, get in touch, man.
Yeah, you can have this one for free.
Yeah. We got some stuff,
If Tim Cook did want to get in touch, how would he do that?
The best ways would be via our email, brainsontheoutside@gmail.com, or Instagram, brainsontheoutside, or Twitter, brainsoutside.
Nice. Aside from Tim Cook emailing us, we would love it if you sent us all your business problems for us to try and help you solve. We would also love it if you were to tweet or post on Instagram about us and tag us, and we would definitely shout you out on the show if you did that.
Yeah, just retweet, repost our stuff. We would be so enormously grateful for that.
Definitely.
We're back next Monday.
Next Monday, yeah.
All right, keep your brain on the outside, Andrew.
Keep your brain on the outside, Alex.